So, what's happening? Oh, it's the glasses themselves. So, you know, some of you might Mokulanda, hey, UPND, what? There is no democracy. Hey, democracy space has shrunk. But if you look at the behavior of the PF leaders, I mean, they are so intolerant and so undemocratic, even in their opposition. When the PF, they were in power, it was something else. You can't tell me that the PF, they respected the rule of law or they respected democracy. They never did. They never did. I mean, how come some of us who are being arrested? You like to say, no, you suffer, you. Hey, when if Hakainde continues, you continue suffering in exile. Did I enjoy in PF? Did I enjoy in PF? Wasn't PF arresting me and throwing in my cells? They were doing that. They were doing that. And now, they are out of power, but they have still continued. You saw what happened last time when Sean Tembo wanted to have a meeting. When Sean Tembo was having a meeting, Sean Tembo was having a meeting with Chris Zumanzimba, Brian Munduvire, Mtote Kafuaya, and Given Lubinda went there with PF cadres, and they destabilized the meeting. The police saved Sean Tembo, and everybody was there. Now today, I've just heard that Given Lubinda was supposed to be on Radio Phoenix, and so those people who were attacked last time, they also mobilized themselves. And today it is Given Lubinda that they have, cornered in a way. And Given Lubinda has failed to appear on Radio Phoenix. I'm told he was supposed to be on Radio Phoenix, but because of the cadres, he has failed to have. And that is PF for you. Before, Given Lubinda and others, they went and destabilized Sean Tembo. Today, Given Lubinda wants to go to a radio program, the other guys also mobilizes and they bar him from, doing the program. And they are in opposition, by the way. They are in opposition. Imagine if they are in power. Imagine if they would come back into power. Imagine if they would come back into power. But even when they were in power, they used to do these things. They used to do these things. To go on a radio station, it's one thing. It's a risk. We saw many times where people were chased out of a radio station. But of course, this is not to say, to be fair, this is not to say UPND doesn't do similar things. UPND, they also do. Remember when I went to the Copper Belt, they pidikished me out of, was that Chingola? I wanted to Mufrida. They closed Mufrida. They couldn't allow me, and this is what has happened with Given Lubinda. Anyway, at the end of the day, politics te havana, politics te havana, politics te havana. Kukosa muntu andi kukosa, kukosa. Awe chavipa. It is not good. It is not good that Given has failed to appear on Radio Phoenix, But unfortunately, this is what we have. But since I'm already online, I wanted to touch another. There are three issues which have come my way, which I want to clarify. One is the issue of Joseph Malanji. Joseph Malanji, when the president spoke, we saw the PF propaganda coming out in defense of Joseph Malanji. Okay? And they are bringing up figures, trying to launder Joseph Malanji. I have seen some of the presentations that have been done on social media where they have put here, like trying to present him like Joseph Malanji was a businessman. But the truth of the matter is that whatever PF can try to bring up, whatever the propaganda can come in defense of Joseph Malanji, you should just ignore that. The president was very specific. He was very specific. He spoke about the money. You can talk about the figures and whatever. The point is, didn't Joseph Malanji orchestrate a money heist where money was sent to Turkey and they followed it with a presidential jet, collected that money and brought it back? When they brought it back, Joseph Malanji started depositing money into his bank accounts. His bank accounts were flooded with money, and he bought those 2 helicopters, those 2 choppers. Now, whatever the PF are saying, and these the facts, what the president said, isn't it the fact? It is a fact. They can bring up, no, it was this amount which was sent, whatever. The point is that whatever you are saying, Joseph Malanji aliva. So ignore whatever nonsense that PF is trying to bring up. I want to Joseph Malanji aliva. Joseph Malanji taivireka. Because the presidential jet nayo. And some people are trying to come up to say, no, Hakainde Hichilema is talking about Edgar Lungu in his death. Isn't it true? Isn't it true? Isn't it true? Aren't you the ones who are busy talking about, no, Edgar Lungu story? On one hand, you are busy talking about Edgar Lungu story. When HH points out to some of these things, HH is being insensitive. What insensitive? When you are the ones who are busy, nanombata mulashika, you haven't buried, the body is still there. Because you want to tell the Edgar Lungu story. But if HH tells his story, HH is being insensitive. What nonsense is that? Yeah? Allah? Isn't it true? Isn't it true? How did the presidential jet find itself in Turkey with Joseph Malanji on it? How? How? Who authorized it? There's only one commander-in-chief at a time. And for the presidential jet to go all the way, there is no way the commander-in-chief would not know. There is no way. Yes, but and that's why in the Miera no, Hakainde Hichilema could not lift immunity. If Hakainde Hichilema wanted to lift immunity, he would have lifted it. Hakainde Hichilema stuck to whatever was agreed, that I'm not going to put you muma sales. Balungu ngabali bekete. It's a fact. Ama numbers, you are talking about numbers. Our PF amaule. Our PF amaule. Niba angaba shere kwa PF muli parliament, niba angaba shere ma MPs. Niba angama awa shere ma MPs muli parliament muli. If Hakainde Hichilema wanted to use the PF, he would have used them. Look at how you are running Kuri William Doro. Look at how you are running Kuri Mudoro. But PF bali temo rupia. Fiashu prefie. Niwa nani. Even JJ Banda adi de kuri ba HH. Even Binwe Ompundu adi de kuri ba HH. Fiashu prefie nila kwa problem kaidi unganishwa HH tafungurura tapera kasaka HH. HH ngale pera kasaka. Babinwe ona nomba pasonga bachi ingaturi nabo ngabale imba akainde. But you don't you remember those videos nishe Hakainde Hichilema is coming. They were there. Vena Binwe na nan kanono yune JJ Banda, they were there. No kutampo kulanda ba Binwe tuwa upanoko wiso teferanda ba Binwe just at for our mama politics if ngatafikuwa mine kuchinja kuchinja ngatafikuwa mine kuchinja but otherwise what I'm trying to tell you is that if only HH wanted to remove immunity y'abalungu ngali fumishe, there were cases are there. Imiotoka Faith Musonda hii nankane presidential jet Maina Soko if you have Joseph Malanji, there are a number of cases that Hakainde Hichilema would have picked on. There are a number of cases that he would have picked on, and he would have run with those cases, and he would have had the numbers. So mula iwera mufumwefintunga mulesa waira mwira mwana tiyo kwati momwa ishwo kulanda mweka inecho myasukira because mula ichaya kwati momwa ishwo kulanda mweka. No, he's being insensitive. Ala tabayibire ndeni pusha tabayibire njasukeni pusha tabayibire nibaka bwalala balibire ala no, he's being insensitive. Nonsense, valibire, black and white, valibire mambala. And Joseph Malanji, I'm praying that Wakamka Kenya Keshingi. Joseph Malanji takafumemo muri shiremira ndute chafu memo. Evidence is too overwhelming. Joseph Malanji afile akakwa femia Keshingi. Bakamurundire ko for at least ikabe 10 years. Ikabe 10 years Joseph Malanji. Not for them defender. So, padiawa chintumina, abati, nani kani na posta, Emmanuel Mwamba na posta. Emmanuel Mwamba, he knows what his interest. He knows his interest. Even Emmanuel Mwamba Shwati, Bamambala Badivira. He knows that Badivire. But of course, he needs to do what he has to do. He has to do what he has to do. No mai mumbe confuse mtambo kula leto tumana nke dokula ntumino tumalinki awe shanchani ati so mtambo kuntumino tumalinki Hakainde Hichilema ngale fwaya ngali basendere ngali fumishe immunity ama numbers ba PF they are financial political prostitutes. Oko bamona fe shaveka they will go there. Nibanga bashalako nibana n'ubungana ndati abani ba MP bananikane ba PF, most of them bali pilibuka na mundubire umuntu wabo bale pilibukira bampo bati mudoroko bati nandemye ba mudoro. It's a hoax. I don't think mudoro na kwa tolpia irenda ndamona abantu akwati ali kwa tolpia ulyana nga wamurore shafe mudoro wamurore shafe mule shefi. Just look at him. Muntu wakwatenda la mala moneka fe skinny fe la moneka. Skinny la moneka fe. Urupia la moneka. Naka dimina kala moneka. Kadimina efo ale sendo muntu wakwato urupia. Imwenda la mashari shupa. Indalama. Shari shupa poka tukwato urupia. Na mfupano pene inendi. Muna monofo nsabaira. Ifi nsabaira kusabaira kwa buchushi. Ingana isa ingisha tina alikuwa tenda lama muntu wandi kuchinja nemila ndile ila chinja. Nemila ndile ila chinja. Techule wata. Wewa kwa tolpia. Kuichindika. Nombakaja. Imwe. Ilipia shira moneka mteri nyu. Shira nunko lupia nga wamona fe muntu wa lupia tuyu chikamboyi. Alikuwa tama afu. Kumula beshava tuyu. Alikuwa tama afu. Uramonofo kenda kanani ka Elon Musk. Uramonofo kenda. Nangu kani na ba Trump uramonofo kenda. Kale ingira mu White House nakafuala na cape. Uramona Bill nani kane Bill Gates. Uramona Bill Gates. Efo amoneka. Uramona nani kane abena yambani. Uramona aba kwa toru pia. Even at least even kandambo. Ngawa karolesa kandambo to amona taka muntu aka pali bolu pia noti kalyani kakambwanga fika na imwe nikakambwanga fika nikakambwanga takakwetoru pia mule ibe pafie ine ninji shibani kwata abantu. I've got people abali around mu PF ngakuri rupia ngani ndumona nali kwata abantu mu PF. That's a fact. Nali kwata abantu mu PF I've got friends in PF, and they talk to me, and I talk to them. Nganaka kwa tempia, ngana lumoneko rupia. Ama slay queens, mulakame pa social media. Muma blog yenu, mulelaka. Oba pera po rupia ni nani? Ama slay queens, mwaliba busy. We nefe ntuwa nikane. Umuntu ngaisa, ngalefo kubika mona nikane, ngalefo kubika mo, kumuleka. Aleni avike mo kaidi. Stadi mwale, njebele stadi mwale, ati nakwa tolupia, napoka, nakakakone rege ninewo, ndeto wala central committee, shirikuisa shino wampele stadi mwale, shirikuisa, balabele wananikane, ba Davis mwila walenda, chawe, na mwalukira brand mundubile, the first traitor wa mundubile ni brand, ni Davis mwila, walikuisa wa mbela wadi, nganamu wamona chapa palupia. Nganamu wamona. Bale nganamu wamona wa muira nganamu wamona. Tabale mone kanicho na bapia. Echo tabale mocho tamule wamwena. Nganamu kwa tamafu. Nganamu wamoneka nganamu wamona poka press conference pampana nikane pa intercontinental shani enda na mashamba politics. Wadawa muntu from nowhere. I'm going to have a press conference at Intercontinental. I'm going to have a press conference at Holiday Inn. Walolesha. Aba kutiba booking pa Intercontinental. Papa moji kutiba booking. Waishibati na shingira. Bako ataka press conference. Ama jena sewele fuma kubia. Bale seka. Waishibati. Eposhiri. Nomba wa mwya wanalandira muwendo. Awe ine ndefu afeno mba mudoro. Mundubila nimbuwelamu. Nganaba kwa tolupia ngawalifuma impia shira moneka muma blog muri nganashi moneka ndenyewe nganashi moneka. There are a lot of people that mune wacha shanshan basile kwini ni banga nanyulire polupira kwa mdoro nina na my sister mumbipiri tashimwene bale mubepesha fe walivya kolupia mumbipiri adilanda yo 20 pin mwala ile ili kuisa iyo ili muisha tanda mwala ile iyo bale mbepesha tinindi but efo turanda ma politics abantu balenje batinindi yakolupia so ntumina ko lolo nendieko bushana banao mo nothing takwe tolupia ulia muntu takwe tolupia mule ibe pafi mwakula la ka shan takuli I'm sure pali biza lefo olupia vampera olupia ese ngishemu nga vampera katushinga nika 100,000 daiso lubiro amyaka nyako tuma 5 pin 10 pin mdoro wandarama tatupenda ma 10 pin ngorenda kuni at presidential candidate presidential candidate mulenda pa ma 10 pin ama 10 pin ama 5 pin limbiso ba mwida wa pele ufika 20 pin chapwa ngamawe pchaso ba mwida tuma mwaumfu ati ampele ufika 20 pin even nakachinda ngabali mpela koka 50 pin katuishi I'm sure tawampela pona 50 pin limbampela kofe 10 pin takwa 10 pia uja mwishupa no kushupa takwa 10 pia impia ngadashimoneka iyo ndambwa ishide tinakwa tolu pia usheta mwashimwene iyo ndambwa ishide nanomba tamwashi mwene ninanusha abalilile ko bakapokola banani shali moneka chao shaingirapa isha kwa ndambo shili pesa isha kwa mudoro shili pesa tapani mpia ero futi umuntu waishwa inchushi kuimwena kufio ilela ndapandarama kuimwena fo ilela ndapandarama uli ale buka is just dreaming imwe 15 billion mwanishwa 15 billion dollars kadi akachikamba kale bati $15 billion ine kutinaleta 15 billion without borrowing a dime 15 billion mwanishwa 15 billion takaishwenda lama kala kamundu takaishwenda lama because can't choose. He doesn't know money. If he knew money he would not be messing around with 15 billion. Apare from 15 billion. Apare from 15 billion imwe. Na kwa IMF imishinga ba IMF batupeni ile bakainde ichile mabale debt restructuring and everything. How much? We were talking about 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion, 2.5 billion. IMF no mbakale kakachifunya kuisa iyo 15 billion. Nikapunka takai ndalama ngakali ndalama tetikale lumbula ndalama shakula fidia 30 kale lumbule ichimona kwa tunasa mkumia bapano just because meka ina itemo bagero if chimona felvi na inendi yo na miyo kwa ine kutina ikasha jelo kutina ikasha jelo ine kutina mfua jelo. That is the same kutima abati ndi mutontolo ndiye mwena pesa jelo ndiye mwena pesa Jennifer Lopez opona ala mwena Jennifer Lopez ni pesa na Afrika koshani kuli Jennifer Lopez chimuna kaliefu kalelani iwe 15 billion. Which countries have got debt and whatever. I mean, this is the money that many countries are owing. Who is going to give you? Who has that money? And he has that money to give you. Papa just pay 15 billion. I feel quite a shame. 15 billion. He doesn't know. Oro Beyonce. Beston, oro Beyonce. Ata ine. Kutina mpoka Jay-Z. Tina mpoka Jay-Z. Na mpoka Jay-Z. Nka mpoka Jay-Z. Iwe. Guys. Every kadero ndapo. 15 billion ikulu. Like in them yeba. Ama countries. Bale kongola kuli IMF. Ba kongola. Ma 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion. Kuli IMF. No mboko ka afme 15 billion. Kwa ka ifme ni kui. Na mwana mwikala. Iyo vamdolo. Nikapunka kali ya imwe. Nikapunka. Kutina pusha ile nani kani. Kutina pusha. Even in South Africa, for example. Kai kalam South Africa. South Africa. In South Africa, there are rich people there. Who has 15 billion? Even in Nigeria, there are rich people there. Who has 15 billion? Iya kwa tuwese mapele kariaka muntu karia kare moneka nsala kwa tunkwa shoka. Ngawaka noresha. Na skini ya ndia wama pona moneka pona bwino inenga na fuara suit para chinda matu pali umuntu hapa. No mbakaria. Imonga na fuara suit na karaka fuara suit. Ero twa iminina. Kutula bati nika bodyguard kandika. Kuka mwana teka de pangati. Indala mashira moneka teko bati teste chacha. Indala mashira moneka muntu wandi. Shira moneka muibe pona ka mudoro. Ndeni yebe chinga muibe pona ba mudoro. Don't even waste time paraka ishira. Muma blog mudia ngamwalilia mu amafu. Central committee awe ni mwana nyaba dilendera mu central committee. Mulela kafya pa bulendera ma. Tapani formula kile tapani ndala mapalika mudoroka. Tapali. Barapeleka yani kale lumbra fama. Ifu kale lumbra ndala makale lumbra ndala manaka munataka mambara taka ishwendala maka. He doesn't know money. Ndala hapa ni fofa na mfatu 100 million patali 100 million 100 million hiwe 100 million pakulu ngayangira 100 million mu Zambia mwebe ngikuti mwali yako ndeni yebe chinga ngakwafya kwa shapanga somehow yaingira 100 million mu Zambia yaingira. I can assure you mwebe ngikuti mwali yako pali 100 million uliantu anikane ndambo aingishe moshinga muli filafiansa chitire ndambo aingishe mo for just about 2 million so esha ingiremo imyotoka shaingila imisebo bachaya shani $2 million. $2 million, just $2 million. Sorry, somebody very important. $2 million. bengi balireko shani kwaba n'emyotoka n'aba anti-corruption balingiramu. You remember? Ila motoka bashikirekalaka mugeuzi n'aba anti-corruption bayingira pali 2 million ikyalo kyali pena mwalisalamu alifulungana. Mulanda pali ndambo president ndambo ungabe president $2 million. A good example na mipere $2 million ndambo aliyingishamu ama highlights yali ingira bakapokola imisebo bachaya nankane ya ashani police post mumaza bukamulya bachaya mwalimona apa ingire 2 million ndambo alire bati bakapokola basala bale donzana pali $2 million pali $2 million nibanga baliremo mumishi abena dola bonse balisa bambo kushana abakufyalo bali bakisira amatiketi baisa $2 million $2 million $2 million, not 2 billion, $2 million. Now that $2 million, it shook the country like that. Imagine apa ingirila $10 million. Imagine apa ingirila $100 million. Imwe. Pakulu. Number $100 million hiyo. Ero tolanda ti. Ama 100 million. Ayari 10. Epakwati kumane billion. Ayari 10. Ama 1 billion. 100 million. Yakumane ayari 10. Ero yakumana 1 billion. Ero mfuma hapo. Ati yo. Tashirafula. Ero mtampo kupenda 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Tunavepwa Mzambia. Tunavepwa bad. Na mwikara. Mulenimbana ma headline. I can fix Zambian problems. What Zambian problems can he fix? This guy failed to pay. Nobody nefya pakale fero kulipira nani kane kale Kongole ndalama. Nobody nefya pakale Kongole ndalama kali Kongole ndalama 800. Mushani mulya. Is it 200 shan? Is it 2003? Kali Kongole ndalama 800 pin. 800 pin kafiro kulipira. Is it, when was that? I'll check the documents. Kali Kongole ndalama kafiro kulipira. Nobody nefya pa 800 pin. Kafiro kulipira. Ero ka Kongola futi kumbi. Ero ka isa lipira. Ero lero kesi kamye bati kuti kachitarezi 15 billion. What nonsense is that? 2002. What nonsense is that? 2022. Na lero how many years? This is to 2025. 2022 kale firo kulipira 800 pin. 800 pin na ina kuti na lipira 800 pin. 800 pin ane kuti nalipira 800 pin kale firo kulipira. Ero kesikamye bati kuti kachita fixa ma problems ya Mzambi. Imwe na mwika chano wikalisha yo kandambukala tuletoro rupia. Tapali mpia pada ine abantu barupia ndabamona ndemye. Ndabamona parata pali mpia pada pali fyo kuchushi. Kan chushi kale fwaya abakwati bakapere kese kengishemu. I'm telling you. So tapali abantu kala nika mtu nikakere nikafekala nikakere nika useless. Bamalanji, like I've told you, Bamalanji bali ndalama, and there is nothing insensitive about HH talking about it, because ila presidential jet, the only person who was controlling ni Valungu. Valungu could not have allowed Bananikane to go to Turkey without knowing what is happening, and they have not disclosed what they went to do. They went to get the money. Nibaka Bwalala bali vile. Whether dead or alive, nibaka Bwalala bali vile. It's a fact. So they can no, it's being insensitive, nonsense. It's being insensitive. We are talking about Edgar Lungu story. What about HH story? What about the stealing Kabwalala story? Because to feel to a 12 conga will win. Ngamako kwanda pale Edgar Lungu story. Chen trande na pale Kabwalala story. Chen trande po. Alaimwe amano Allah. There is another issue that somebody wanted me to talk about. What was that issue? Somebody has mentioned the issue of Ethel. Ethel is still inside. Ethel is still inside, and I'm restrained from talking about it because, truth be told, I have been, trying to talk to people here and there, but some things, there are not things that we can discuss. But all I can tell you is that Ethel is still inside. I'm hoping that, she'll be given bail. This, I think I should express it here. Let me express this publicly, that I hope, it is taking a little bit longer. I don't want to look impatient, but I strongly believe that people are being reasonable. There are people, they are holier than thou. They are holier than thou. But there are people who are being reasonable. So, we are expecting Ethel to be released on bail. We are expecting Ethel to be released on bail. It is not a moment of calling people names, Shani. But I think Ethel Achula, she has been there for quite a long time. And I think it is only right that quickly bail is given. Look, I don't want to talk too much, but if I can just scratch a bit, we had Maria Zaromes. Maria Zaromes is facing a very serious charge. Maria Zaromes with a co-accused, they are out today. A life has been lost. And yet Maria Zaromes is out there. Ethel, not that I condone, some of the things that were said. I don't condone that. But much as that was the case, surely those are just words. Nobody died out of it. Nobody suffered even diarrhea as a result of what Ethel said. So, it is only fair that we consider Ethel, for bail. I know that things are going on behind, but please, aikala sana omuntulia. Aikala sana, tuapapata. We are pleading. Aikala sana mukati. Taipa yo muntu Ethel. Abaipa yo muntu bali kunse. Ethel uwasa bayirefye. Mulandu wako wacha nakolwa. Uyo. Mumikatile mukati yo na imwe. Yo, please, tuapapata. Mulolekeshe po Ethel. But there is one more issue that was crossing my mind. Oh, yes, I remember. This one is for Vaaka in the Ichilema. Vamdala Vaaka in the Ichilema. I heard what you said. To say, oh yeah, I'm using this one. I heard what you said that, a president needs MPs, he needs councillors, he needs whatever. But I want to say this without fear or favor. Vamdala Vaaka in the Ichilema. Some of your MPs, some of your councillors, the councillors, the councillors and the chairpersons, some of them have not performed. And I'm appealing this to UPND. UPND, this is for you. This is for you. But one woman told me, don't fear, say it as it is. That woman really gave me so much encouragement. And, her words really stuck in me. She told me, no, don't fear, say as it is. And saying it as it is, as much as I'm supporting Vaaka in the Ichilema, I want you, Vaaka in the Ichilema, to know that some of your MPs have not performed. Some of your chairpersons, councillors, they have not performed. And they shouldn't come back. They shouldn't come back. They shouldn't come back. Vaaka in the Ichilema na papata. Those MPs They could be ministers. Some of them are even ministers. Make sure that they don't come back. You owe everything to the Zambian people. You don't owe anything to these politicians, including myself. Including myself. You don't owe us anything. You don't owe anyone anything. You are going to be re-elected. And don't feel to say, no, uyuni. Look away. Look away, look away. Those that people will reject, don't adopt them. But PF, this is one of the mistakes that PF made. PF made a big mistake by rejecting the wishes of the people. That's why we had a number of independents. Because PF, they overruled the desires of the people, the will of the people. They twisted the will of the people. And that's how they lost. That's how they lost some of these seats. So, don't fall into the same trap. Those MPs who are not performing, those ministers who are not performing, Bamdala, look away. The next term that you are coming in, it is for you to leave a legacy. Work with people that will deliver. So complaining. You have been so gracious with them. Some of them, I know you would have fired them. Because some of them, they are cantankerous. Some of them, they are cantankerous. You would have fired them, but you haven't fired them. You have maintained. You have maintained a lot of this. You have put up with a lot of nonsense among ministers, among members of parliament. Don't bring them back. You heard how people rode. And that's why I'm talking about it, because people have complained. And I said I'm going to talk about it without fear or favor. People, they don't want some of the members of parliament. They don't want some of these people who are actually ministers. They don't want them. So, in terms of adopting, in terms of adopting, follow what the people are saying. Go to the ground. Let the people choose who they want to contest. Don't overrule the will of the people. Don't overrule the will of the people. Make sure that you follow the people, because with what Vaka said, they are scared that he will impose. But I don't think that's how Waka is. In fact, I know. Number 2. Number 1. Number 2. I know there was a meeting at one point at Community House where President Hakainde spoke strongly, telling his members of parliament to say, some of you have not delivered. Don't expect that you'll be adopted. He said it way before this. He said it. I know of a meeting that happened at Community House, and he told them. He told members of parliament to say, some of you are not going to come back. And if you know you have not delivered, if you know that people don't like you, don't even push in an application. Because if you push in an application, we won't adopt you. And when we don't adopt you, you will lose an opportunity for me to appoint you in other portfolios. So those MPs who cannot perform, who are not performing, don't even apply. So Hakainde Hichilema said that. So I want to assure those of you who think that no, Hakainde Hichilema is going to impose. There was already a meeting, and they can, if I'm lying, they can, I'm challenging those who were there. If at all it is not true. There was a meeting. I think it was in June. That meeting. I think it was in June or May. Somewhere there. And he told them. So, Hakainde Hichilema, make sure you listen to the people. You, the Mweba Kalasala, Vaimenda Bamdala, Secretary General, make sure you listen to people. Don't do favors to these people. Do favors to the people. Do favors to the Zambian people. They are the ones that put you in power. So do them a favor by giving them representatives that they want. Not imposing them. Not imposing members on them. Anyway, Kaka Chwafe shown shortly. Nachava tindande kopali tunotuma issues. Number 1, Joseph Malanji, Nika Bwalala. Whether what Nika Bwalala, Nawa Mutumine Niwaka Bwalala, Niwaka Bwalala Bonse. akakam doro, don't waste your time waiting for money. Kala milari kensala kam doro. Kala milari kensala yona mwikala mulero lera yawe mdolara tuma mwala la nsala salapukeni kam doro akataka kukitulupia tapali lupia ngana mulumona kale na ngana mulumona ngapali lupia then issue ya kwa ntwanikane the other issue ya kwa faith we are pleading. We can't talk much. We know that people are looking into it. Please let Ethel be released on bentai pa yomuntu aba ipa yomuntu bali out nga ena Ethel nisha like alira mukati then the issue ananikane ya ma adoptions. Please follow the will of the people. Issue my phone lines pano because I've got to do this and that. Nacha vendande kopali to my issues which arose out of text messages that came to me. Bye for now.